What is up guys, it is Ross and welcome back to another Mario Kart Wii Limitless vehicle showcase and developer commentary. In this episode, the randomizer has given us the Standard Kart S. Now, as you've probably seen in my videos of these other two Standard Karts, the Standard Kart's whole, their whole shtick is that they emulate the different drifting styles found in the other Mario Kart games. Standard Kart M is just bog standard. It has your regular outside drift that can basically be found in the base game. And Standard Kart L emulates the sort of swingy outside drift that can be found in some of the earlier Mario Kart games like Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart Super Circuit. You know, it gives off the same sort of similar vibe. Standard Kart S, then, would only be natural that it has the opposite treatment. It has what we call hybrid drift, which is basically sort of the hybridized drift that is given to inside drift vehicles, well, inside drift in quotations, in Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which conveniently enough happens to emulate the sort of, how would you call it? The sort of understeer or oversteer, I guess. I don't know which one it would more resemble, that can be found in older Mario Kart titles like Super Mario Kart, particularly if you use the lightweight characters like Koopa Troopa and Toad. Like if you just hold hard in either direction without drifting, you will start to skid in that game. And I think there's a resemblance to those two drivers in particular in Standard Kart S's playstyle. Nice try, Diddy. It complements the other two driving styles pretty nicely. I think it rounds out the trio, and it's got the Standard Kart S itself has nice, well-rounded stats to make this unorthodox driving style easy enough to get used to. Like, it's got high handling, it's got good excel. Its off-road is decent, so if you swerve off the track, it's not the end of the world. It's got good mini-turbo as well to reward players who do manage to get a grips with this thing, and make it somewhat more effective at snaking, because obviously when you're snaking you want a lot of outwards momentum, and Standard Kart S has less of that. So we want to make snaking a bit more viable by making it lean towards mini-turbo compared to the other two Standard Karts. Its top speed is pretty low, both relative to the other Standard Kart vehicles and as a whole. But that's okay, because it has like every stat it could possibly want. So the low speed, one could argue, keeps it in check quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Its weight is also not good, but for a lightweight vehicle it's surprisingly bulky. I think its weight stat is second only to the Tiny Titan among lightweight vehicles, which, I mean, hey, this thing is quite the pint-sized powerhouse, you know? I think when it comes to, like, taking drifting lines with this vehicle, you want to hold sharp a lot of the time. Like, you want to commit to a drift to begin with, and then swing outwards in the opposite direction, so that the reduced drift angle doesn't immediately buckle your knuckles, as one would say. But you know, there is a knack to it, and if you're comfortable with it, then you'll figure it out. If you're not comfortable with it, then, I mean, maybe it's just not the vehicle for you, but who knows. I'm gonna go with no protection. And this is probably going to work, because only 2 of the CPUs went to the item route, or the item path. You probably couldn't tell because of the minimap, but I am here to verify that only Wario and Baby Peach went to get an item box there, so I think I was in the clear. I'll be getting that next lap. I'm gonna attempt this shortcut. Alright, nailed it. That shortcut has a reputation for being a little bit awkward to do for a lot of vehicles. I think karts do, generally speaking, want to hold their drift until they land on the behemoth, and then release their mini-turbo right as they're about to do a trick, because that gives them the excess momentum that they need to clear the gap. Thing about that shortcut, you have too much speed, you overshoot. You have too little speed, and you perish. So you kind of need a very specific amount of speed, which I think karts in particular are quite consistent at getting. Hey, don't worry, Mushroom, I didn't forget about you. Speaking of boos, King Boo was hot on my tail, but he just died, which is good. We don't want him to be getting too far ahead on the spookiest of levels. Which is funny because King Boo doesn't even, if we're going off of staff ghosts, this isn't even King Boo's track. Because there are so many spooky levels in Limitless that we had to give some to other characters. I think I gave this track to Baby Luigi and I justified it by saying kids love Halloween, which, I mean, fair enough, it's good logic, I suppose. Also, Baby Luigi is just Luigi, but young. And, like, Luigi is associated with spooky mansions. Spooky mansions. Yeah, guys, I will get on the endless mode grind again at some point, don't worry. I haven't forgot that game. Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, my beloved. Fuck these red shells, though. Like, I'm... Oh! Ah, yeah! I made it. Somehow I made it. I bungled that up. Bungled my jungle, as it were. Also, that pow was rough, but you know what? We take it, we take it. Donkey Kong's Pass. The minimap looks like something, but I can't quite... It's not quite coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite. I said one time on the Limitless VC that DS Wario Stadium's minimap looks like a mangled foot and nobody else could see it. It's kind of similar to when I say Blissful Block's minimap looks like the spear, but people don't say it, but that's not me being ridiculous. I think people are just in denial. People are just... They're inhaling coke and they're smoking dope. I don't know what to tell them. I don't think you even smoke dope. But I'm too innocent for this, I don't know. Go inside that fib, do what Standard Kart S does best, which is go inside of things, because it's got the drift angle to do so. The thing about Standard Kart S's drift angle, right? You can't swing very wide, but that's okay in a lot of instances, because you can just go inside shit really easily. Like, it's great. You almost feel like an inside drift vehicle at times, which for evasion purposes is quite nutty. Oh! Yeah, let's... won't be making that move again in a hurry. Child almost dies on the Alaskan bypass. No one's getting past that shit, bro. No one. I better see... Wet Bowser's in second. I better see him die on the minimap. Okay. Did he hit something? That's good. Let's not land on my fib, though. That would be atrocious. And, dare I say, a little bit demonic. Not that it would change much because the CPUs fucking suck! And yeah, that about wraps up the showcase on Standard Kart S. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out my previous videos if you haven't already, and the next videos when they come out. And until then, that's Ross, signing out. Goodbye.